took well over 300 years until this island lost its last farm. After the Europeans arrived, it would be 1930 when the final farm was sold on Manhattan up north behind us. With plenty of room in the countryside, if you got money, that's where you live. The rich people are up north, and the banks chase them with their stores and banks and passenger piers. If you want to take a cruise ship ride from Manhattan, you go about 2 miles behind us now. 100 years ago, passenger piers from here on the left. In front of the slender glass building is a flat foundation of an old pier. That's all that remains of Titanic's Greenwich Village. Biggest town New York absorbed is Greenwich. In 1830, New York began the numbering system here. If you take down a town, one of the things that designed the first underwater space to get carbon monoxide out of the way, 1927, is tunnel, light brown rectangles over the water. Okay? So we clear that, we'll see you downtown up ahead. We're passing Greenwich Village, and we'll see you up ahead downtown.
What's Statue of Liberty?
So this building here on the right with a steep up the center, Central Jersey Transport Terminal. You probably never heard of this building, but without it, you would have heard very little of an island called Ellis. Here on the right, opened in 1889, is the biggest transport terminal on the east coast of North America. 450 departures today and every day. Here is the fastest, cheapest transport on the Ellis Island. You're going to have enormous transport possibilities, cheap as well. In our case, 4 out of 5 or 80% of the tens of millions of people leaving Ellis, they never set foot in New York. 80% simply went here and came to the country. It came at the rate of over 50,000 people a day. Shut down now. So the waterfront here at Jersey City, New Jersey, the first island that we have on the right is Ellis. Now again, remember the bow, the front of the ship is open. There's plenty of room to move the bow. We're going to pass the statue again first on our right and then on our left side. During the American Revolution, it's the only building open on the island. The other 52 buildings all shut down. Under the big white water tank, the laundry building is the busiest laundry in the United States of America. 11,000 pieces of laundry every day by hand, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The other support buildings don't pass the blue and white ship with the hospitals, the dormitories, dining halls, and the staff quarters. Now, in our early days, Mr. Ellis was not the only guy that
What happened? It's full?
Yeah.
Come here, baby. Juliana. Come here.
Here's your problem. You live in New York City. What's your average income? The average family last year, the income was $48,000 a year. 40. That is before taxes. That's before you buy food, before anything. You're not going to be buying a $1.6 million apartment. You're not going to be spending $40,000 for rent. 1 out of 7 people who live in New York City are subsidized in their housing. 1 out of 7.
1 out of 7 now.
Last year, the buildings in Times Square made more money outside than inside. The banner year, last year, more money for renting space outside your building. Someone else puts up a sign, they pay the electricity, you're just renting space more that way than office. Number 1, over the top of the red boat, behind the dark curving building with its lights on at the top. Those white and yellow cranes in the back are working on the Tower 1 location. You can see a tall tower over the top of the flags. Tall black building back there, that's Tower 2. So World Trade over here, here's what's going on. The original World Trade had 7 buildings, 2 big tall ones side by side here. The new World Trade will have 5, not 7, 5 buildings. The reason is going to be the Memorial Park. The one single big tower is already under construction. We cannot see from here, but if you go into the curving dark glass building there, the name of the building is the Winter Garden. If you go in there, you're going to see right across the street, very simply there's a high overlook in that building where they have the foundation down for the big tower. Also, if you're down here, you have another 30 minutes. St. Paul's Church is a magnificent place to visit. It is the one place where all the collection resides of what happened on that day of the attack. And it's down the street past the winged white canopy. There's going to be a tall building to the right of the street, kind of cream colored. And the church is mostly silver steeple under the yellow piece on that crane. It's St. Paul's Church, about a block on the far side of World Trade. And we come to the end of the big buildings here. Rock on the surface shifts up here. The heavy bedrock drops down, and we're leaving the downtown.
What? Stand up.